Now, Robinson is expected to be charged with aggravated murder, which would allow the state to pursue the death penalty.
For more on this, let's welcome in criminal defense attorney Ken Belkin, as well as former prosecutor and visiting member at Harvard Law School, Vinoo Varghese. Thank you both for joining us. And of course, we have our special guests, Deneen Borelli and Dr. Tom Borelli. A full cast today, right?
Good morning.
Ken, I'd like your thoughts on seeking the death penalty. Is this likely to happen? Utah has executed no one in the past 14 years. This would be the second time in that long length of time.
Yeah, I mean, this set of facts certainly has all the hallmarks of a case that you would ask for the death penalty on. It's an egregious murder. The victims here, you know, his wife, his 2 young children. It's a public figure. There's elements that chill free speech and freedom of expression by this assassination. So it is an act of political terrorism to a very large extent. And this man went to incredible lengths to plan and prepare this attack. He lied in wait. This was a meticulously planned attack with a meticulously planned getaway, although he didn't get very far because 33 hours later, he was in custody. So I think it is the textbook law school case they teach you when a prosecutorial authority should seek the death penalty, and they certainly should seek the death penalty on this maniac.
Ken, just a follow-up question. Tell us a little bit more about the meticulous planning.
Well, it's clear that he went up on a roof at a university, so one has to figure out how to get on the roof of that university, a university that doesn't go to, by the way. And he planned what the authorities said, his escape route. He planned an escape route that allowed him to be miles away from the scene of the crime within minutes.
That's a good point.
There was certainly planning involved, and he did lie in wait. And you know, there might be other evidence of planning. There's talk that he was on Discord chat rooms with people, and I think we need to see what's going on there, because it's not entirely clear if he did act alone.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's a lot more to come out in this case, I suspect. But I do want to turn Vinoo. We know that, you know, Utah is one of 27 states that actually has the capital punishment that was reinstated in 1973. You know, I learned a lot in criminal law that, you know, there are certain steps that have to be taken to pursue a death penalty. What are some of the hurdles that prosecutors are going to face in proving this aggravated murder qualifies for the death penalty? Especially, it doesn't sound like this guy has any criminal history.
So I'm going to throw a little monkey wrench in here. I've actually looked at the Utah statute, and it seems that the closest thing you can get for this individual to being charged with a death penalty is that the actor knowingly created a great risk of death to another individual other than the deceased individual in himself. So all the other, and there's a ton of potential ways to get the death penalty, doesn't seem to apply to him. Like, he was in jail, he killed another inmate, he committed a crime, he killed this person during the course of another crime, what's known as felony murder. So I can tell you right now, whoever the individual's lawyers are going to be, they're going to challenge the application of the death penalty on this, because per Utah statute, and pretty much statutes of every state, this may not qualify as death penalty eligible.
Dr. Tom, something that was interesting during that press conference that got my attention was, I think it was the governor who said, we'll be working with the family on how we pursue with charges and so forth. Do you think there's a scenario where the Kirk family would not want? We've seen in the past where some families who don't support the death penalty ask prosecutors not to pursue it. Do you think there's a scenario here where that could happen?
TW, I actually think there is, because both late Charlie, and his wife Erika, they're staunch Roman Catholics, and the Roman Catholic Church is against the death penalty. My view on the death penalty really doesn't come from a religious perspective. I'd rather see this individual, if proven guilty, rot in jail in solitary confinement to the end of his life. That would be my best punishment for someone like that who does commit murder.
Yeah, sure. Well, I want to pivot now to former White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre. She was interviewed Friday by House Oversight Committee investigators over an alleged cover-up of Joe Biden's mental acuity. In the interview, Jean-Pierre says she saw no change in the former president's cognitive ability, but admitted the talking points were tightly controlled at a senior level. Deneen, how do you see this playing out? Do you think we're going to see charges here? Did you notice any changes in the president's, mental acuity?
We all noticed the changes. The world noticed the changes. And I don't have to go down the list of what we saw happen. She's writing a book, and she's no longer a Democrat. What else needs to be said here?
Right. But I tell you what I have a question about. They're all focused on whether any of these White House aides will face, quote, charges. The real charges should be against Kamala Harris. She had a constitutional obligation.
Sure. And who in Congress knew?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. What did they know and when did they know it? That's such a good question. Well, we're out of time. Ben Belkin, Vinoo Varghese, thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us. We appreciate your insights. And Borelli, stick around, and we're going to be with us the entire show.